Hey guys, back again with another review. This time it's of 1995 Sudden Death, starring Jean Claude Van Damme, Powers Buffet and Raymond J. Barry. It is also directed by Peter Hyams. Now this movie, when you put it in and you start watching it, you're going to think straight away, this reminds me a lot of Die Hard. And technically it is. As somebody else has said in the past, it's Die Hard on ice. So Jean Claude Van Damme plays Darren McCall, a fire safety officer at a hockey stadium. And then again, you say where he was stuck in a fire trying to save a child. So we'll flash forward to him being the fire safety officer at the hockey stadium, and he goes to see his kids. He's got two kids, Emily and Tyler, and he takes them to the game where the Penguins are at the stadium he's working at. So after he picks up his kids, we see Powers Buffet and his band of merry men, who are going to take over the stadium and hold people hostage. Their plan to get to the vice president and extort and terrorise and get money from them to keep him safe. Darren McCall is normally working, he puts his kids in his seat, his daughter gets kidnapped, so this makes him go into overmode action. He sees the Penguins mascot, who's originally a friend of his, who's a woman who basically meets his daughter and his son. So he goes, "Where is Emily?" And the person in the Penguin outfit goes, "Oh, don't know, she's safe, blah, 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 she might be in the box," and all this. And then tries to pull a gun on him. And this is probably one of the best fights of the whole film. Because by the time the fight's ended, it's like, wow, Darren looks messed up. He's bloody. He's like, because it was a real fight kind of thing. And there's all these places in there, like a washing machine going, the fire's been cooked in a deep fat fryer, and there's no one in there except them two. They're fine. It's a real full-on fight. And this really makes you think, oh, this is going to be a great action film. And throughout the film, you get these questions about Joshua Foss, the main terrorist played by Powers Buffet. Is he working on his own with his team, or is there other people working? We find out that he used to work for the Secret Service in the counterfeit and all that. And he says in the thing, but he still does. And one of the best lines in there is the president goes to him, or the vice president says to him, "What type of madman are you?" And he goes, "The best kind." And to be fair, Joshua Foss is an awesome villain, but it feels like he's not utilised enough in the movie to be as good as he could have been. This movie could have been so much better if they'd have used the character a lot more and had him do a lot more than just kind of sit up in a VIP box and had him do more. So we meet a police officer called Hallmark. And Hallmark is on the other side, he's part of Secret Service, and he's trying to stop the terrorist attack. And you're sitting there going, what's going to happen here? And then one minute you see him in the building helping McCall, and you're like, okay, interesting. So there's twists and turns throughout the whole movie. There's a lot of action. One of my favourite scenes is when the helicopter goes down through the middle of the stadium, and the bit between Joshua and McCall when they look at each other, and McCall's like, and Foss is like, one of my other favourite parts has to be the fight on the top of the stadium roof, where you've got McCall fighting one of the henchmen, and he almost falls all the way through, and he's holding on, he's trying to pull himself up, and he pulls the other guy down, and the guy goes flying down and catches on to like a lamp thing. I might be wrong, it's like a light, hanging light. He's swinging to try and get on the thing next to him, and he misses and falls to his death. The kids in this movie are all right. They're usual. Some real cheesy 90s moments in there. Like, for instance, where Emily teaches McCall to go, basically, "I love you." And then somehow McCall ends up on the ice rink, pretends to be one of the players to get away from the villains in one scene. And he goes onto the ice and he saves the puck. But it's really funny because it's like, oh, shit, oh, no. And he saves the puck. And his son's looking down, and he sees his son looking, and then he pulls his glove off and goes, and then his kid goes, and that's when you know it's a real cheesy 90s moment. Overall, it's got great acting from the leads of Powers Buffet and Jean Claude Van Damme, as well as Dorian Howard, who plays Howard, as well as the Vice President, Raymond J. Barry, who also plays Arlo in Justified, which shocked me seeing him because he's a bit younger, like 20 years younger, wasn't he? So overall, the film's really good. It's a really good Van Damme action movie. It's a lot like Die Hard. I mean, McCord, McClane, very similar. And there's other things in there that make you think, yeah, it's too similar. But it's in an ice rink instead of an airport or a, building. So it's all right. It's a good film. It's not his best, but it's still a lot of fun. I highly recommend giving this a go, especially if you're a fan of Van Damme, because Van Damme won't let you down in these movies. It's the later movies that really start letting you down. So as always, guys, thanks for watching. Have a lovely day. Take care. Let me know what you thought of the review and subscribe.